When I first started in December 2023, I had no clue that to accomplish the things that I want to achieve would take this much time. And believe it or not, this is actually a good thing because the skills I've developed in the meantime, and most importantly, the person that I've become so far is pivotal. It's vital and absolutely necessary for the big goals that I want to accomplish in the next 5-10 years. So why is vision so much important, and in my opinion is a skill that must absolutely be developed? So the first reason that I found, there are two reasons. So the first one I found in the past 1.5 years that you can avoid wasting all that time is that you can achieve colossal, like big huge goals if you have patience. Because while you're doing the thing that you're doing, so whether you're running a business, whether you're an appointment setter, heck, like even if you're working a 9-to-5 job, a regular job, the concept remains the same because it'll allow you, well, this is actually funny that it ties in with the second point, it will allow you to not quit, which is really, it's cliche. I know it's really cliche, but if you quit and if you try for something and you really want to hit a certain goal, but you don't have the patience to hit it, like a big goal, let's say 5-10 years, you will get a raise, or perhaps you have a big vision of yours with your business or with your personal brand, whatever, or with your relationship. If you don't have patience for the improvements and the skills to compound, it will be, and to suck up, it will be very hard to make some improvements and accomplish big things and goals in general. This doesn't really only apply to business and the things in the business realm and what I'm talking about, but in life in general, like health, relationships. Because if you think about it, man, if you don't take the time to learn the skills and to improve at them, you see how it doesn't match, it doesn't align. You need to have the patience to wait for the right moment to come and for the skills to compound all together and make you achieve what you want to achieve. And by being patient, I don't mean that you have to work less than you're doing right now just because you're trying to just because the goal that you're trying to accomplish now is going to take months or years. In fact, it should be motivational. It should be inspiring, because if you develop the art of being patient, like I'm not saying that I'm patient or anything, but you will be able to keep stacking skills, like I said before, and keep improving at every little thing until you actually accomplish the things. And you're going to accomplish them, so you're going to accomplish goals that are so much bigger than others that took the short route, or that made it happen in 1 or 2 years, that it will look up at you. That's what I mean by being patient, because I'm not qualified to talk about this. In fact, this is just a lesson that I'm learning. It's not because I'm like a pro and I know everything about what I'm talking about. It's just the lessons, the things that I'm learning so far, so that you can avoid wasting the time that I've been wasting. And also, this doesn't mean that it has to take longer that it should take. So if accomplishing something, a goal like $1 million, could take you like 5 years, like you can obviously cut it to 2 years. Like if you can do it, like props to you, man. So getting into some tactical lessons that I found, so that you can implement and to become more patient, to stop rushing things. The first thing is stop comparing yourself to others, specifically to other business owners, to other people who are your age, and looking at how much they're making. Because chances are, if you're like 18, 20, 22, even if you're like 16, and you're comparing yourself to some guys in the space who are making millions of dollars, might not see all the years prior that they've put in, or they might be better than you at something, like a specific thing. But guess what? Everybody of us like is unique, and you might have something that they don't have. And this is very important, so pay attention, please. Like, focus on inputs instead of outputs. Meaning the inputs are the things, the tasks that you're working on, the things that are in your control. Meanwhile, outputs is the complete opposite. So 10K a month, 100K a month, a million. So the things that you can control, the goals that you have. So focus every day on inputs, and maybe even more importantly, set input goals and not output goals. So instead of saying like, by 2026, I'm going to make X amount of money. By 2026, I'm going to take this amount of actions. I'm going to send X amount of outreaches join this program, I'm going to read X books, and I'm going to network with all these people that I want to network with, and all these things, because at the end of the day, the inputs are the things that are going to move the needle forward and are going to enable you to accomplish those goals, because the goals aren't going to accomplish by themselves, right? That doesn't make any sense. It's just about the inputs. So think about making videos and recording them and editing a video and all that kind of stuff is the input, and the output is the video posted. So the package that you see the video in is just the output, but nobody sees the inputs, the editing, the recording, the mistakes, the cuts, and all that kind of stuff. So focus on inputs rather than outputs, and your patience is gonna go up, because you can only focus on the things that you can control. You can't control when the money is gonna come. You can only control the activities and the tasks and the decisions that you make today. Okay, so I've done that mistake so many times and I regret it so much. So if you can avoid doing that, I will be happy for you. And so you can accomplish things also way faster, because you won't have even the pressure on your shoulders. And that's also the definition. That's also the difference between people who are multimillionaires, who are really successful at pretty much anything in life, to normal people who aren't like that successful. It's just because of the decision that they took, the inputs. So I really hope that this was helpful. And as always, if you have any questions regarding the topic that I just talked about, or anything else, just hit me up on IG, or you can comment here on YouTube. And yeah, I'm gonna see you in the next one.